So, JT, what do you got, my friend?
Well, I want to. There's two parts to this. Forgive me. My man and Vinny's man. I'm jealous of him for this, but Bruce Springsteen for a sec, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen. He released tracks in '99. You know what I'm talking about?
I have the box set
Lucky
right
dog.
here.
He literally has the box set in hand. For those who are listening to us,
Right on my floor.
that's hysterical. That's awesome.
Because you can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, for those of you who don't know, and I'm just going to go on a bit of a rabbit trail for a sec, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, over the course of since 1972 up until 99, they released a ton of outtakes on one box set called Tracks. Tracks has what? I think, how many tracks are on Tracks? Forgive me.
4 CDs.
Yeah.
CD1 has 17 tracks. CD2 has 17 tracks. CD3 has 18. CD4 is 14.
So
I don't know. I'm not good at math, so.
Yeah, I can't do quick math figuring, but basically, he released about like 2 hours worth of material. Would you say?
Closer to 3 or 4.
Okay, so it's like roughly 3 or 4 hours of other songs that did not make the E Street Band albums at all. There was 18 tracks. You know what I mean? Like there was
a compilation with the highlights from this box set.
Yeah, basically it's like the better songs from Tracks are on 18 tracks because there's 18 of the best songs. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish I had that. I mean, I don't have Tracks or I have it all on digital, but I don't have the physical stuff.
Yeah.
But no, this is, I mean, if you want to get into Bruce Springsteen and on a much more deeper level, a lot of the outtakes you can tell what era they're from. Like they're from like the Born in the USA era, Tunnel of Love era.
The thing is, this goes by chronological.
Yeah, thank God.
This is the really early stuff. Disc 2 and part of Disc 3 is The River. Then after that, it goes like Born in the USA and later stuff.
Okay.
Thank God it's chronological.
Because I know like there's a really good track on there called like Seven Angels. I know that's from the Human Touch sessions, right?
Yes. CDs, track 2 is CD4.
Nice, good. See, we're on point tonight. But yeah, so this is, but the reason why I bring up Tracks and whatnot, because Tracks is apparently, and Vinny, I don't know if you knew this. There's a Bruce Springsteen. He did an interview in 2020, right around the time when Letter to You was released. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah, I know the album.
Yeah, it's a great album. But he released. He was talking to a guy named Rick Rubin, who's a legendary producer.
Yeah.
He was talking to him and he said, "Hey, I have at least there's another box set coming out at some point soon. It's been 3 years, so who knows? We'll have to wait and see."
Yeah.
But I will say he said it's like a Tracks 2 in a sense, where it's like it's from like the Ghost of Tom Joad or whatever up until today, basically. All these other outtakes.
I want that so bad.
I do too. He actually said on the interview, he actually said that Bruce said there's at least 100 tracks, 100 songs that have yet to be released that he's released from the Ghost of Tom Joad, which is 1996. So as you keep me track home, to
95.
Sorry, 95. Thank you. 95 to about like today in like 2020 or 2020, like the 2020s. You know what I mean? So
I know you said he was going to release a box set. I read this recently where it was going to have 5 unreleased albums in it. I don't know what it's called, but
yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know.
This is a different thing, but I know I think it was relatively recently. He said he was going to release a box set of 5 unreleased albums that he had recorded.
5 unreleased. Wait, did you say 5 unreleased albums?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it was more recent in all honesty.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs off Tracks. I've seen him perform Seaside Bar song off Disc 1. Very lucky on that one with Tom Morello.
I love that one.
My favorite Springsteen show, actually. The 09 show. One of the first songs he performed that song on MSG, Thundercrack. A song performed that the entire Wild and Innocent East Street Shuffle.
Yeah, and that was from the sessions too. That song was from the sessions.
Yeah. I was so over the moon. I remember that was a long show. My feet were tired by the end, but it was a great show.
Which number time was this when you saw him, Vinny?
Yeah, so I don't remember the exact number. It was the time I saw him at MSG do the second album in full. Might have been 3 or 4. I don't know.
Okay. Because I do know what he's talking about. For those you don't know, during the final leg of the Working on a Dream tour in 2009, Bruce Springsteen was playing albums from start to finish, in their entirety, and it was one of the only times that album was performed live in its entirety.
I don't know if I didn't know they did it more than that.
They did it
once.
once.
They did the first album once in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I kicked myself for missing that. It's the final clown show ever.
Oh yeah, I know. It's very sad. Yeah, but I'm jealous. I never saw him, but anyways, they did release that show, and on the High Hopes tour in 2014, they did play the Wild the Innocent Industry Shuffle again in Australia.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the link to it when we're done. So
yes, please do. I actually have some album he did, High Hopes, where he does the entirety of Born in the USA. In all honesty, it comes with a DVD of that whole album.
I remember that. Yeah, they've done a few. They've done a lot of shows where they play that one from start to finish. But
and Born to Run,
too. They also did. They
did The River. They did a whole tour of that. Saw that in 2016, most recent time.
Yeah, Bill, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just nodding along. Go on.
Oh, sorry.
But there was only one album that was only ever performed once, and that was Darkness on the Edge of Town. That was on a box set, and the box set with The Promise, and double album. He was supposed to release The Promise back in. The Promises. It was recorded around the same time. It wasn't released till 2010.
Right. So that's another one.
And he does the entire Darkness album in full of an empty theater in Asbury Park, the empty theater of the Paramount. This is the only time it was ever performed live in full Darkness. I think it was one of the last things Clarence ever did outside of. I mean, it was an empty arena performance. There was nobody in the theater but them. Yeah. I think that might actually be the last known live recording of him.
I have. I'm not gonna try and burst your bubble for a sec, but during the final 5 nights at Giant Stadium, when they closed down the old Giant Stadium, they played Darkness once or twice. Whole album. Yep.
I know my dad was at one of those shows where they did The River.
That was that MSG or was it 2016?
No, that was not only saw it in Albany, saw it at MSG. They think they did that. It was at one of the Giant Stadium closing shows. I think that was one of them.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that they did Born in the USA and Born to Run, but they did Darkness on the Edge of Town too. So
I didn't know that. I wish you could have seen that.
Was this one of the classic 4-hour shows, Vinny? I mean, JT.
Every single time he was playing like a 3 to 4 hour show. I've never seen him do
JT, Vinny. I like the 2-hour show, so I can be home at a reasonable hour.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, you're not so well if you want that at a Springsteen show. Just prepare your babysitter, pay him extra.
Yeah, exactly. Bruce is known to go on for literally 3.5, 4-hour shows.
I have never seen him do a show less than 2.5 hours. I haven't.
And it's unheard of. It's like, wow, I can't believe you're doing that. You know, it's like.
He really gives the people their money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the guy. I don't understand too much. I don't want to go off too much tangent about this because I will say though, as far as albums go for him, tracks and The Promise. You just remind me, The Promise is another one. It's all darkness outtakes, but it's all from that like fire
things that were meant for Darkness or.
Yeah,
went on to Darkness, but yeah, it's a dark album. Much less, for Darkness, that's a dark album as it is. This is even more desolate in some cases.
I agree. I mean, if you listen to like let me look. For those of you who know what we're talking about, like it goes, Greetings from Asbury Park, The Wild Innocent Industry Shuffle, Born to Run, Darkness on the Edge of Town, and a lot of the songs from The Promise are from the Darkness sessions. So definitely check those out. Definitely check those out. Seriously. That is my pick, was Bruce's Tracks and The Promise. And if you're listening to us, check out, Bruce should be releasing another Tracks or another box set like that coming up sometime soon. I'm not sure when. He's going to release it at some point. I'm not sure when. Yeah, take it down. Vinny went to go check. There we go. So, sorry about that. But yeah. But yeah, so I mean, this is just there you go. Yeah, we're big Bruce fans here. Billy's yet to see him live. I'm taking, which is true. I'm full story, true story. I'm taking Bill the next time he comes around. I don't know if any of you knew that.
2 concerts that JT wants to take me to this year.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Bruce Springsteen
and Billy Joel. We'll go.
And Billy Joel. Like when I told him, he goes, "You're coming," even if I and JT, you basically told me you are coming, even if I have to drag you there.
Oh no,
Trust me, Billy Joel's expensive. Springsteen. I mean, I know there's the controversy with the tickets. Just wait until if you want to see him, wait until like very soon before the shows. You can probably get tickets cheaper for than what they are now. That's my plan.
That's what I have every intention of doing that too. So
I might go to Albany to see it. I'd love to see him again.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's your guy, Bruce Springsteen.
That is my pick. Tracks and The Promise. It's Vinny reminded me of The Promise. So, but yeah, that was my pick. Bruce Springsteen for a albums that should be albums that were shelved or canceled or just released at a later date.